What's up, everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Big Brother. This would be episode 9, which aired July 13th. I'm your host, Dom. With me, I have my co-host, Luke.
Welcome to Big Brother.
And Erika.
Hi.
Cards Against Humanity. I played that. I played that Saturday. And
That's why I was not here for the last Thursday show, because my friend was like, "Hey, we got a bunch of people over here. Come over and play cards." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Were you able to catch up on last Thursday's live eviction?
Yeah, I watched it all.
Awesome. So you caught up with it on the CBS app or online?
It's on my DVR.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, stupid me.
I filled in everybody who's playing Cards Against Humanity with the word munting, which we're not going to define right now. But if you'd like to Google it, do so at your own risk. But we had a lot of fun with that.
The best card pairing we had all night was how did I lose my virginity? Overpowering your father.
Oh.
That's a good combo. We quickly realized as we added munting to one of the blank cards, it goes with everything. So, yeah, it was very interesting. Anyway, what did you guys think of this week's episode?
It was a pretty big move. Let's see. There was rumor. The rumor got spread, and the rumor was true that Caleb was going to throw the Battle of the Block competition. And now the last HOH, I can't even talk tonight, the last HOH standing, Derek, now has his full power in the house.
Well, and Caleb did a really good job at throwing that competition while we're on that subject. Because it was neck and neck. It did not look like he was throwing it.
It didn't. You know something? At first, I thought I could tell that he was throwing it because I thought it looked like he made it obvious, but he didn't.
No.
Well, the thing is, he made it. He in the competition itself, it didn't really look like he was throwing. It looked like he was keeping up with them. But they still went around the house and told everybody, "Hey, Caleb's going to throw this competition."
Right.
And so everybody knew before they went into it that he was going to throw the competition.
If it wasn't for that, though, I don't think it would have been noticeable.
But you have to remember, the plan this week is to backdoor Devin, so he has no safety and that he's defeated in the game. But it's basically like Nicole and Derek both put up, each of their nominees were pawns, technically.
Yeah.
So now that the remaining nominees are Jocasta and Caleb, one of them is going to be taken off the block if, God forbid, if Devin doesn't win the power of veto, then their plan is intact to backdoor him. So if he doesn't win the power of veto, or if he's not picked to play in the power of veto, then one of the nominees is going to be taken off the block, which is either, if it were me, I'd probably replace Caleb with Devin. That would be my best move in the game.
We might end up with like a complete wild card grabbing the veto too. Like, what if Victoria, who I always forget is even in this show because they barely even show her on the screen.
Well, right. It's like they're floaters. Like, now that we're finally seeing Jocasta, and Nicole even pointed out, the reason I have nominated you is because you're a floater, and I want to give you the opportunity to bring yourself into this game. It's nothing personal, but you were rumored in the house as a floater.
Right, but like Victoria is literally getting no screen time.
Yeah, not since her battle with Frankie for the Battle of the Block competition, and now she was after blood, but now there's nothing.
Yeah, they even gave her that little bit of screen time where she was sitting there grilling Frankie about who his sister is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you
yeah.
notice,
there was that.
If you notice, he was just really upfront and volunteering all kinds of information about his brother.
Yeah.
But his sister, it was like,
well, she's a pop star. That's why. And you know what? He doesn't want his sister being known, and he's doing a good job about it right now. I don't think it's ever going to be known until finale, because this is a big game move for him. I mean, if he were to tell everybody, "Hey, I'm the big brother of pop star Ariana Schmidt," that's gonna make him an easy target, in my opinion.
The way they made it look, it almost looked like Victoria knew.
Victoria, I don't think she kind of knows, but I think she's sensing it, because he hasn't said anything to anyone, Frankie. Not even Zach.
He's like asking all these questions, like, what does she do, whatever, and then he like changes the subject, and she goes, "Oh no, what's your sister's name?" And she has like this weird look on her face. And then when he said, "Oh, it's Ari," like she kind of smiled, like she knew.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It'd be funny if right there at the finale, like whether he makes it, all the way or not, he'll be on the finale. And if they have her out there just in the crowd, like, "Oh, and this is Frankie's sister, Ariana Grande."
Yeah. Is it Grande? Like, wait a minute. Is their last name Grande or Grande?
Her stage name is Grande. I don't know personally. But
it looks like Grand, but I'm just going with whichever. And you have Frankie's information up right now. He's basically doing the same thing Danielle did on Big Brother 8. He's lying about his age. On premiere night, he said he was 28. It says he's 31. I mean, he's your age, Erika.
Yeah.
Because didn't Danielle lie about her age on Big Brother 8? She said she was 18.
Yeah.
She said she was 18, but she was really 21.
No, she said she was 21, but she was 20 when she went in the house. That's what it was.
Yeah, but what did she say? She said she was 21, but she was still a year under 20.
Yeah.
21.
She turned 21 in the house, and they didn't actually put alcohol in the house until she turned. She turned it was like maybe 5-10 days in or something like that, so.
Right. But see, why would the CBS website give false information? They never give false information because it's a real site and it's legit. He's 31 years old. He's lying about his age.
Yeah. And he's
what?
He's also said he's the oldest of the kids, and all of his siblings are younger, so
yeah,
he'd have to be older.
He is the oldest. I mean, he has a little brother and a little sister, so he's telling the truth about that. Ariana Grande is 20, going on 21.
Yep.
But so far, how do you think? I got to ask this question for you both, but I think the Bomb Squad is kind of going their own ways.
I think the Bomb Squad is dead.
The Bomb Squad is basically dead. So now, I think the only remaining alliances are the Dork alliances, which is Christine, Nicole, and Hayden. And I don't know about Donnie and Devin. Their alliance is dead too. The Two People Alliance.
Donnie's probably going home.
You think?
I mean, not Donnie. Devin.
Devin. I was about. Wait a minute. Donnie's safe. What are you saying? I hope. You know what? I'm hoping right now that Devin goes home because I respect him as a parent. I do not respect him as a game player. He's not all there in the head. He doesn't have one unique thought in his head. Nobody likes him.
Oh no, they're unique, all right. They're very unique. They're just not good.
Right.
Now let me ask you this: do you really think that this move on Team America is gonna really be successful? Do you really think that people are like, once they start spreading this rumor that Zach is Amanda's cousin, do you really think that people are gonna believe that, or do you think that they're gonna succeed, or they're not gonna succeed?
I've seen these competitions before where you think there's no way they believe something, and every time they do, because it's just you don't really have any reason to believe they're lying.
I think
exactly, because people will. You know what? Here's the thing: people, especially in the Big Brother house, they'll believe any kind of gossip as long as it's juicy.
Yeah, I think the way they're setting it up though is great. Like they have their technique like all down. Like they're gonna say that Pow Pow said something, on her way out or whatever, and they can't question that because she's gone. She's gone. Yep. So this would be So I think in the game, this would make a really big move in the game, and I think Zach is going to become a target if they start spreading this rumor. But here's the thing: if Zach finds out, wait, why are you spreading rumors that I'm related to Amanda Zuckerman? I'm not related to her.
Well, if you noticed on the episode, they actually layered it with Zach and Amanda together, and it actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
If you're a fan of the show,
Southern Florida.
Yeah, and they both have the same personality.
Yeah, but then what if the rumor goes back to him and he finds out that they've been spreading that rumor?
That's fine.
Yeah, but then he's going to deny it. He'll naturally say, "What are you talking about? I don't know where this is coming from."
And every single person in there would expect him to deny it. It changes nothing.
Because she was such a big target, you don't want people, if she was, you don't want people to know you're related to her.
Right.
That instantly puts a target on your back, so of course you're going to deny it.
So
That's just like
so
Alyssa denied being related to Rachel at first.
yeah,
Yeah.
but with Rachel and Alyssa though, it's so obvious. You could see the family resemblance in Rachel and Alyssa that you could tell that they're related.
Well, you don't really see that so much between male and female siblings, though,
Exactly. So
and their
Alyssa
cousins even.
and you saw
Yeah.
Jeremy. Jeremy said
They're
on premiere night,
cousins.
why does Alyssa look so familiar? I know I've seen that resemblance before somewhere. Why does she have that familiar face? It's
Yeah.
obvious that's Rachel's sister.
I think the one thing that they're doing about going about this wrong is by telling 3 people, because the goal is for it to spread to 3 people, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
I think they might have misunderstood the rules.
Yeah, because if they tell 3 people and they don't tell anybody, or they only tell like one person, and then they need like a new person to go to and spread it again, they're telling, so eventually it's going to get to the point where they might run out of people. So I think what they should do is go to the biggest mouth in the house and tell the secret to, and have him or her spread it to 2 or 3 people.
The biggest mouth that we have in the house right now is Devin, so go right to Devin, the main target.
Like, yeah, if I'm going to tell you right now, if it was male-female side, I would pick Devin or Donnie on the male side to tell this to.
What about the
Is
female side?
Female side, I'd tell Victoria. She just seems like a gossip.
Yeah,
Is it so much that the person has to tell 3 people? Is that what the rules are?
Yeah.
Because
You
if you
have
tell,
to tell someone, and they have to, or 3 people in the house other than Team America have to spread it out.
okay, because I'm about to say, if you tell Devin, he would come close to calling a house meeting and just tell everybody in the living room all at the same time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All
so
they would have to do is be like, go to Devin and be like, Devin, we just found out Zach is Amanda's cousin, right? We found out Pow Pow mentioned it to Frankie on the way out, something, or Donnie, whatever it is. And don't tell anyone. He's trying to keep it a secret. And Donnie would call or Devin would call a house meeting and tell everyone.
he
Right.
would. So that wouldn't work then.
No, that would work. Mission completed.
Well, yeah, mission completed, but didn't you just say the rules are 3 people that have to spread this rumor?
It has to be spread to 3 people. Not,
he would tell
not
the
from
entire
Team
house.
America.
But then if you tell the entire house, the mission is accomplished and succeeded by Team America.
No, Devin would be the one telling him, therefore he's told 3 people.
Okay.
It's been
so
spread to 3 people. The Team America doesn't count, so if they spread it to 3 people, that doesn't count. Those 3 people need to spread it.
Right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, but in all honesty, for a prediction cause, I have mixed feelings about it right now, but I have a feeling that Team America is going to accomplish this and they're going to succeed, and I like to see what kind of drama it's going to stir up among the house guests.
Oh, it better be something juicy. That's all.
It better
I know.
be juicy because that's what's going to get the ratings up for the show, and that's what I like about the show. There's a lot of juicy gossip, and I don't know, I like juicy gossip, and I've kind of been the popularity for juicy gossip back in school. So
There you go.
believe me, I know. So believe me, but you know something, I really hope that this works and it succeeds, and I really can't wait to see how it's going to make things move around in the veto.
We need to do Big Brother East Coast and just throw like a bunch of us in a house, put cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah, we should have that Big Brother. Hey, basically, I'm like Big Brother basically because I'm secretly recording conversations of juicy gossip among friends. So I'm a little sneak. Trust me.
I am publicly broadcasting juicy gossip right now. Boom.
Boom!
So-
Here we go. Yup. So basically, we're basically our own Big Brother.
Yeah.
Well, remember it was Kyle that forgot he was streaming and dropped his pants one time.
I remember that. And I remember the time Ian Terry was running around the house butt naked with a cowboy hat over his private part.
Oh, that was funny.
That was priceless.
Hayden did that as soon as the stream went up.
Yeah, exactly. It was priceless. The streams just went up.
Yeah, Hayden did it and Joey did it the minute the streams came up.
I know. I would have loved to see Hayden get naked. I could only have imagined Nicole's reaction when he did that. Because I didn't watch the live feeder after dark. So
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it. I just know. I read a thing. There was like something was going on in Facebook feed or whatever, and I clicked it and I read it, and there's already streaking on Big Brother. I was like, okay.
Oh yes.
So
and for the record, I'll put this out live. I bought from CVS.com a Big Brother coffee mug, which I am proud to say is now my new favorite coffee mug for when I have my coffee in the morning.
nice. You got it on you right now? Is it
It's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring it on during the next podcast.
Excellent. You could fill it with like some water or something and right on the podcast, drink and advertise. Boom.
Yeah, a drinking advertise. Actually, forget the water. Put coffee in it. I love coffee.
Put some alcohol
Yes.
in it while you're at it. Who
Alcohol.
cares?
Yes, put coffee in it.
Yeah, I'm taking Erika's side. I'm sorry, but yeah, but I am so looking forward to this next Power Veto. Oh, but there's one thing we forgot to point out. There's a mystery. Where did Nicole go? They mentioned that during the thing.
Yeah, that was interesting. But before we get to that, what did you guys think of Nicole and Hayden's hammock date?
She thought it was very corny and awkward, but he was so into it. He's been asking her, "Can we make out?" And she's like, "Hayden, please." I mean, it's like she has an interest in him, but at the same time she's thinking smart, because if the other house guests were to see them making out, boom, target. Because remember, anybody who starts a showmance in the Big Brother house are liable to become the next targets.
Yeah.
I mean, am I right? I mean, in my opinion, that's just
Sometimes. Not all
Generally, it's because they're power couples, not because because they're
then
just kissing.
Yeah, but then if there's a showmance, then there's two people that are running the game. So now you've got a power couple. So that would be their next target, is to put the two of them up on the block and see which one goes home and which one stays.
So would I be the only one in the house that would start like a showmance and then like vote them out?
Dom, I could so see you in a showmance with I could see you in a showmance with Amber or Nicole, because I know you go after the pretty girls.
Yeah.
I want to show.
He'd probably go after Amber.
I would so want to showmance either with Frankie or with Caleb. Not Caleb, Cody. Sorry.
Amber and Nicole, you have nailed it dead on. Those would be one of the two that I'd pick. Yeah, I would totally, like, they'd think that they were safe because whatever, and I would totally be like, oh, the house is voting them out? All right, unanimous vote to leave the house. It's not even like that one pity vote.
You would be HOH and then put, like, Amber on the block and be like, well, I have to put you on the block, otherwise it looks like we're working together.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, because that would be a big game move. You put your showmance partner on the block to make it look like you're not in a showmance, because that would be the time in the game to make a really big move.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm surprised they haven't started using that phrase yet. Because usually a few weeks into the show, they're like, it's time to make big moves. I want to make big moves.
Yeah.
I want to make big moves right now. We're already in, we're on day 26 right now, and, I want to make the big moves.
Yeah.
I already want to see them make big moves. Like Team America is about to make a big twist in this game. And I can't wait to see when Zach finds out. I'm looking forward to seeing Zach's reaction. Like, wait, when did this start? Yeah. Or I would love to do, getting back, reversing that a minute, I would love to see Devin call a house meeting, and I would love to see Zach's reaction to that. Boy, we would be in. This is what I would say. I'd say it's time to make the popcorn, because we're in for a really big show.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really want Devin to leave at this point. Devin is like drama central. And as soon as he goes, the show is going to get just a little bit more boring.
I don't think it would. I think Team America is going to have a lot of accomplishments until the twist is over. But personally,
it's not going to get boring as long as they have the two-headed household thing going. It's not going to get like super boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you still not know where they're going to go.
If Devin goes, there's other house guests remaining, and one of them is about to become a next big target within time.
I just want to see Devin go beast mode, win every competition, take himself off the block every time. And then be down to like the last 5 before they like finally eliminate him. Like, I think that would make interesting TV.
That's happened so many times.
It has, but it's still interesting, and it's interesting every time.
Excuse me.
But.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then they had the Battle of the Block, which was the puzzle competition, which the push pull lever system, whatever.
I've seen those kind of competitions before. I've seen those played in a veto comp once or twice. But then there's a difference though. Last year when they did the puzzle POV competition, which Big Brother 14 winner Ian Terry hosted, um, I think I think the point of it was to go back and forth across from flying back and forth
Right.
and putting the puzzle together, but then within seconds it would
You had to hit a buzzer.
demagnetize
Yeah.
and then you would have to start all over again.
Yep. Yeah, so this one was a partner thing, which, see, that's what I mean, like, we've been talking about how a lot of the competitions have been kind of feeling a little stale and recycled and reused. They were able to recycle this one as something that we've seen before, but they were able to do it in a way where it was fresh and unique because of the partner system, which was kind of cool.
Right.
But then, as you mentioned at the end of it, Nicole just vanished.
Yeah, you know something? That's very interesting. I wonder how they made that effect, especially if, well, I know you could do they say you could do anything on TV, but maybe there's like a secret passageway that she slipped out of and she disappeared from. So I'm wondering where she is, and they also said, and is this going to change her game move, and where did she go, you know?
Yeah, it'll be
There's
interesting.
something very fishy going on here.
She gets to have a free movie getaway time from the house. Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know.
that could be. Maybe there's a big move about to happen or something big.
Oh, and just checking the Big Brother 16 Alliance tracker, it says week 3, the bomb squad exploded, so they
Okay,
are
so
officially
they're-
over.
They're officially.
Well, I mean, everybody in the house knows about it now. Like, Devin called the meeting. Well, not meeting, but he went around, like, the personal individual people. He woke Donnie up at 5 in the morning, told Donnie. Who else did he tell? Joe Costa.
Yes.
And Christine told Nicole.
Yes.
And, like,
and Nicole was like in shock when she found out.
who else in the house at this point doesn't know?
Well, the
Amber?
entire house knows. It just they've got 8 people together.
Yeah, so Victoria, I don't know. Did Victoria find out for sure? We don't know. Was she around?
She's not been on TV, so I don't know.
Yeah, so she's the only one we don't know if
We don't
they
know
know
if she
about Bomb
found out.
Squad. So
Does she even know that there's a show going on?
does she even know she's in the Big Brother house?
Yeah.
Right.
Does she even know she's being videotaped and recording her every move and sound?
In high definition.
And
Right.
yep, high definition. And I love I knew the new H. I knew the H. I love the. I can't even talk tonight. What's wrong with me? I love the new high definition cameras. It's so crisp and clean. And I love the new trackers around here, around the wrist. So I can't wait to look at those as well.
I should probably go and see what that's about.
Yeah, we were kind of
because
speculating the end of last week's episode, and wow, it's thunder's
Erika, who are
starting
the
to hit.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Erika, who are the who are the remaining alliances?
Let me pull that page back up here.
I don't think there's any active current alliances other than like
There's
Christine,
Team America.
Yeah,
there's
Because
Christine,
those 3 are actually working together.
Christine, Nicole, Hayden, Donnie now is added to that. They added Donnie to that group,
Yes.
and Team America. I think that's it
Yeah,
for
but
groups.
I'm questioning I'm questioning to whether Donnie has had a change of heart towards Nicole now that she nominated him. So that's what I'm wondering, because if you notice, Nicole didn't want to do it, but after hearing all those rumors, she kind of made a leap and she held her nose and jumped and nominated him. But she kind of felt bad about it. I mean, she cried. She was basically crying on his shoulder saying, I'm very sorry. That's not like me. I really like you, and I really didn't want to do this, but it was in my best gameplay.
If I ever get in the Big Brother house, I'm gonna just go in and like pull like 2 random people aside and be like, "You've been recruited for Team America," and not actually be in Team America and just tell them to do ridiculous things.
Yeah, something, that would be a good game twist. That will really bring the ratings up in this show.
Feel like, I just gotta think what we have to do this week is there's like nothing going on, and like
Yeah,
they have
so
to do all these.
Especially if you could get like one of those cards or something.
Yeah.
I feel
Just
like
Well, you wouldn't even need to, because all right, they got them initially when they went into their rooms, but then for this one, Derek was the only one that received the information, and then he had to go and relay it to the other people. He didn't have a card to show them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you could just be like, "Oh, I got recruited for this thing, and I need to find 2 people. Are you in or are you out?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm in, and whatever." And then you just
Yeah,
tell them to
just
do
tell 'em.
stupid shit.
Bingo.
Just tell them, like, Big Brother told me I have to pick 2 house guests on the first day we're in the house, and the 3 of us are going to be a secret alliance, and we're not going to be necessarily working together, but we're going to have to do stunts And the more stunts we succeed, the greater our chances are of working in the house. And
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's
it'd be
silly.
great.
Yeah, but that would be something.
Now there is one thing. Uh, I don't know if you guys know this, but you know the people get paid to be in the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
They get $1,000 a week to be in the house.
yeah, and more depending on if they make jury.
Right.
Yeah, they get like 13,000 if they make jury.
Hmm.
Right.
So I wonder if, like, you never see it on the show, and you never see people talk about it. But I wonder if that's a lot of the justification for the early votes. Like, say to knock out, say Devin as soon as possible, just
Yeah,
so that he
doesn't
doesn't
get more
get that.
money. Yeah,
So he doesn't get that $5,000 check. He only gets like 2,000 or 3,000.
that'd
I
be
wonder if
interesting.
that's a justification for them.
That's a good point. So not only are they trying to keep him from being the last one standing to win the grand prize, but to get less money so he goes home broke.
Yeah.
Just to make him suffer.
Yep. Something we mentioned in our pre-show, but we didn't mention live. Amber and Caleb. What do you think? Let me start with Erika. What do you think? Do you think she's starting to warm up to Caleb?
I think she's seeing that it's more of a puppy dog thing for him, and she might as well take advantage of him as long as he's willing to throw himself on the sword, so to speak. Then she should take advantage of it. I don't think there's any like romantic thing or anything though.
Luke, what do you think? You think there's a flicker of romance there anywhere?
I don't see it. Not Erika. Amber said in her diary room session, she's like, well, if he's willing to do all that for me, then I'll just tag along with him. I mean, I don't think she's leading him on. I think she's pretending. It's very clear she's still showing a lack of interest in him, and you could read it in her body language and in her face. She has no interest in him. He has complete and total interest in her, and he wants to take her home to his mother. He said, this is the kind of girl I would love to take home to my mother, but, I mean, she's not showing any interest. It's like Steve Urkel showing more interest in Laura Winslow, and Laura Winslow's showing no interest back.
Yeah.
That
is a good analogy.
That's the best analogy I could come up with. She's showing a lack of interest, and I think she's crazy because Caleb is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good analogy. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it's shaping up to be.
Yeah, but you know something? I will feel really sad if she does lead him on in thinking that she has an interest.
I think we lost Luke.
Okay.
Audio cut out.
I didn't know if that was just my headset or what.
Yeah, no. Luke just froze with the best face ever.
I'm sorry, did you get that last one?
Luke is back. No, we did not. So
he cut out.
Yeah, repeat what you said.
I will repeat myself. I think that
you'll be upset if she's leading him on, and
if here's the thing, if she does put on a show and pretends to like him and leads him on, even goes to far as to even making out with him, but then she finally drops the bomb and says, no, this was all part of my gameplay. I just used you. He is not only is he going to be heartbroken, but he is going to be going after her for blood and revenge.
Yeah.
Out. He is going to put a big target on her. She's going to put a big target on herself.
I don't really see her going that far. I see it being more of a
I'm just saying
strategic thing, like leading the puppy dog along, but not not like making out with him or.
But still, she's gonna break his heart either way. If she leads him on as a puppy dog, like you said, either way he finds out, his heart's gonna be broken because he has real feelings for her. She doesn't. And by the way, oh, hi, kitty. The Big Brother kitty.
It's Jasper.
Hashtag Big Brother kitty.
BB Jasper.
BB Jasper.
BB Jasper.
BB Jasper.
Oh, I love that kitty cat. Oh, the kitty. What a good kitty cat. Don't hurt him. Leave him alone. He's a nice boy.
You should start put that on the tweets every time.
BB
Jasper.
Yeah. All right, get down, bud. Thanks. And I guess the final thing is speculation here. If Devin does not end up on the block, out of Caleb and Jocasta, who do you think would get voted out?
Caleb.
Caleb.
Really? You think
I don't
everybody
see-
would vote Caleb? They'd leave Jocasta in the house?
I think they would leave Jocasta in the house because she's not a target, and if Caleb's they're trying to get the big players out of the house right now, and he's a pretty strong competitor. Caleb.
Oh, I want Caleb to win.
I want Caleb to win too, but something. If Devin doesn't get voted out this week, I think Caleb's gonna go because, and pardon that noise, we have a thunderstorm here, but here's the thing. Caleb is a strong competitor. I want him to stay too, but if they see him as a threat, being a strong competitor, it's obvious that they're all going to vote him out. They're all going to evict him.
Yeah, unfortunately. Thunder is starting up, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. You guys have anything else you want to add before we go?
Be a fly on the wall inside the Big Brother house. Watch the house guests anytime with the live feed on CBS.com. All day, all night.
Erika, you have anything you want to add?
We ought to have him doing our commercials and not CBS's commercials.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Come on, guys. I'm not that perfect.
Start pimping my GBM accounts.
All right, well, you guys let me know what you want to do. In any way, I'd be happy to help with this because I'm a super Big Brother fan, and I know you guys are too, and I think we're getting very creative with this.
For sure. For sure.
And I should be getting a green screen too, so I could look like I am inside the Big Brother house or inside the diary room.
Nice.
Okay.
Luke, where can the people find you?
You can now find me on my Twitter at Zupa23.
Huge thundercrack there. Erika, where can the people find you?
It's at Erika Rain 7 on Twitter.
Excellent.
Hey.
You can find me at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM. You can also find all of us and others on Twitter, Facebook, Gmail, G+, and right here on YouTube /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. And till tomorrow.
Probably.
See you guys later.
From outside the Big Brother house, I'm Luke. Good night.